And we're back. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Roosicle. I'm the host here at the channel. My name's Nathaniel, and we are back with another Magic video. This time, talking about a weird situation that went on. I didn't actually know about this until maybe 2 or 3 days ago when I saw somebody else talking about it, but I said, hey, our channel is about magic and magic news and a whole bunch of other nerdy hobbies, but we've done a lot of magic videos because there's a lot of news about magic. And we wanted to make sure that you guys were informed of this. I think it's interesting, and I wanted to kind of talk about it. They made an article about it, so let's get into it. Before we do that, we'll quickly say thank you guys so much for all the love and support. Roosicle just recently hit 400 subscribers, and I cannot believe that. I'm still not past the shock. Hasn't set in yet. But thank you guys for all the love and support. And just know every comment, like, and subscription really does count. All right, so let's talk about this. Basically, TLDR, if you don't want to sit through the whole video, I'll just tell you this right now. Instead of Lorwyn promos, in a lot of Lorwyn pre-release boxes, there were actually Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles promos. And I think that is crazy. So let's talk about it. This past weekend, your love of Lorwyn was wildly evident. We loved seeing all your posts about pulls, packed local game stores, sweet decks, especially the Merfolk ones, so apparently those ones are really powerful, and all-around enjoyment of this world and set. There's a good chance your joy sparked one of the best attended, most beloved, and certainly among the most memorable pre-release weekends we ever held. You all seem to really love Lorwyn Eclipsed, and we couldn't be happier that you do. The weekend was almost perfect. Almost. And here we go. We're getting into it, people. We, like you, were a bit shell-shocked to discover that a small but noticeable number of players received foil rares and mythic rares from the upcoming Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle set, which is crazy. I did not know about this. No one at my store mentioned this, so I don't think anyone at my store opened one. It was in no way planned or part of any kind of promotion. We'll get back to that. They say it was in no way planned or in a part of any kind of promotion. It seems like most of you had a blast, even with some non-Lorwyn Eclipsed cards sneaking their way onto your battlefields, and fun is fun as far as we're concerned. But this still wasn't exactly the type of fun we had intended. For one, there were way more turtles on the non-changeling variety than we intended. We wouldn't blame you if you found it cool, but maybe a bit rude that Lorwyn Eclipse had to share the spotlight with an upcoming set. Exactly. I think Lorwyn should not have had to share the spotlight at all. And I'm not 100% convinced that this was entirely unintentional. So here's what we're going to do. They do have a plan. First, we're going to update there it is, Magic the Gathering card gallery to include all rares and mythics. So they're just straight up going, here's all the rares and mythics from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, because they basically all got spoiled because there's enough of them out there anyways. And that's what they say here. They're already out there if you know where to look. We'd rather just have them all in one official place. Great. So we now have all the rares and mythics from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I don't like looking ahead. I don't like stressing myself about future cards when I can focus on the set that I love that's right now, which is Lorwyn. It's a great set. But yes, they're out there. Okay. Then, to keep the Lorwyn Eclipse party going, they're going to do something. Can you believe it, guys? They're doing something. Something's happening. We called it from the beginning of the year. They're actually going to do something. Sorry. I think it's crazy to word it that way. They're playing catch up a bit, and we wanted to get this article out sooner rather than later, which makes sense. They should address it, and that kind of convinces me that maybe this wasn't intentional, but still. We're assessing how widespread the issue was, and are working on some kind of cool back-end Lorwyn Eclipse related thing that they can do for the affected stores, because we're really proud of this set. We want to make sure it gets its time in the sun. We're going to figure said thing out and get back to you all. Finally, the preview season for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles will certainly look different, obviously, because there's no way for them to preview any of the rares and mythics because they've all been revealed. But that's more of an us thing. We've still got some amazing pieces of art, treatments, cards, and ways to play left to share, which is interesting. We're going to talk about that as well. And we're going to figure out the best way to celebrate more than 40 years of TMNT through Magic. And then they basically just say, hey, go on and enjoy Lorwyn Eclipse, which goes to show how old this article is, and we're just now getting to it. So I had no idea, not a clue, that there were TMNT cards in Lorwyn pre-releases, and I think that's crazy. Now, I'm not convinced that it was unintentional, but I do lean in that direction. I think there's a chance that maybe they were somewhat aware but didn't stop it. I think that's as far as I would go in saying that it might have been intentional. And I think there's a very good chance that this was a mistake. However, I think that this, compounded with the fact that for Avatar, this set was pushed back, is a really bad combination, because this almost shows me that there's not a love and care for Lorwyn. I think Lorwyn should have been catered to a little bit more. I think Lorwyn should have been more careful. There should have been more control, some quality control, because this set matters so much to Magic players. For me, as a Magic player, this set being non-Universes Beyond, an old plane that we're returning to, and a very, very fantastical theme to it, means a lot. I was really excited for this set, and I'm already upset that it's going away so quickly. I've got to raise my hand up here so you guys can actually see it. I'm already upset that it's going away so quickly. I'm already upset that it got bumped into this year and isn't the final set of last year. I'm already upset that they're doing spoilers for things at the same time. I hit myself in the face with my finger there. And now I'm upset that it got basically like ran over by Turtles cards getting opened. I think that's ridiculous. Your quality control should be so much higher than this. Wizards of the Coast and Hasbro, you're worth how much money and you can't even make sure that the right cards are in the right boxes? Like, come on. How difficult is that? I would have been so disappointed, not to mention confused, but disappointed if I opened a Turtles card as my promo in my pre-release pack. Like, I get that maybe there's value there, but that's not what I went to pre-release for. I want to play Lorwyn. And I understand that they recognize this as a problem, but I wouldn't be surprised if the something we get isn't nearly good enough. Like, I want to see Lorwyn get a pre-release level re-event. I want to see Lorwyn get its time in the sun. They've delayed Universe Within sets. Are they going to delay a Universes Beyond set? Not a chance, right? Because it's very clear where the priorities are. I just have a really hard time believing that there's still going to be, that there would have been nearly as likely of a chance that they make this mistake where a Universe Within card is in a Universes Beyond set. Because how much legal issues would they be in with the IP? Right? So obviously they have to take that level of precaution to make sure that something like that doesn't happen. Well, why isn't that level of precaution happening for their Universes Within set? Why do the fans of those sets not deserve the same level of being careful? I don't know if this was intentional. I'm leaning on the side that it wasn't, but it just, I am convinced that they would have been far more careful to make sure it doesn't happen the other way around. And I think that's worth something. Last thing I want to talk about here, like I said, is they still said that there's ways to play left to share. We know that we're getting Pick 2 Draft with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's a small set. We already know that they've been promoting that. Like, there's Pick 2 Draft right now for Lorwyn on Arena. But I want to know what you guys think. I have no idea what the ways to play left to share are going to be. Like, is there going to be a Turtles-themed way of playing with these packs? What is it going to be? I have absolutely no idea, and I want to know what you guys think down below. So that's where we're leaving off this video. It's another quick one, but I just want to quickly recap and say what we want from you guys down in the comments below. Let us know what you think of this. Do you think it was intentional? How do you feel about all of this shaping out? Do you think it would be just as likely to have happened the other way around? And last but certainly not least, two things. What do you think the something's going to be? Because like I said, I need this to be like a whole nother pre-release level event. I want Lorwyn to get its time in the sun, and it clearly didn't. It did at my game store, but it clearly didn't. And then last, what do you think the ways to play left are? Like, what type of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles unique game mode do we think we're going to get, or gameplay style from those packs? I have no idea, but I am intrigued. I'm not super stoked for Universes Beyond. We've shared that sentiment, 100 times on this channel. We don't want to beat a dead horse, but at the end of the day, TMNT, maybe they could spice it up if they really have a unique way of playing with those cards. We're already debating on the pre-release. We've been debating on it for a long time. Universes Beyond is just so expensive, so we'll see what they come up with. But Lorwyn deserves better. and I really hope they do something better with this something. So that's what we have for you guys. Make sure you let us know what you think down in the comments below. One more time, we'll say thank you so much for supporting the channel. Every like, comment, subscribe really helps us do what we're doing and keeps this channel being as awesome as it is. You guys are what makes Worldsicle so cool. So thank you so much for all the love and support. We'll see you guys whatever comes next. Until then, may those rolls be ever in your favor. We'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Bye, y'all.